Hello, everyone. Today's story is about love. Not perfect love, not movie star love, but a soft, beautiful kind of love that slowly changes two people's lives. It began on a peaceful morning, on a beautiful sunny day, when two strangers met by accident. At first, they were only strangers passing by. But little by little, their hearts became connected. This is the story of a girl and a man who discovered that sometimes the most beautiful love stories begin quietly with one smile, one conversation, and one unforgettable moment. Now, let's begin. Her name was Lily. Lily was 23 years old. She lived in a small city near the ocean. She loved peaceful mornings, fresh air, warm sunlight, soft wind. Every Sunday morning, she visited a small cafe near the beach. The cafe was simple but beautiful. Small wooden tables, plants near the windows, soft music in the background. Lily always sat beside the window with a cup of coffee and a book. That Sunday morning felt especially beautiful. The sky was bright blue. Birds flew peacefully above the ocean, and sunlight covered the streets softly. Lily smiled quietly while reading her book. At that moment, she did not know her life was about to change. His name was Ethan. Ethan was 26 years old. He worked as a photographer. He loved taking pictures of simple things. Sunsets, people smiling, rain on windows, quiet streets, small emotional moments. That morning, Ethan walked near the beach. With his camera hanging around his neck, he wanted to take photos of the city while the morning light looked beautiful. As he passed the cafe, something caught his attention. A girl sitting quietly near the window, reading peacefully, sunlight touching her hair softly, a calm smile on her face. For a moment, the entire noisy world around Ethan felt quiet. Not because Lily was trying to look beautiful, but because she looked real, peaceful, natural. Ethan slowly lifted his camera, then stopped himself. "No," he whispered softly. He did not want to disturb her moment, but strangely, he could not stop thinking about her. A few minutes later, Lily accidentally dropped her book while standing up. The book fell onto the cafe floor. At the same moment, Ethan quickly walked forward and picked it up. "Oh, thank you," Lily said with a soft smile. Ethan smiled back nervously. "You really like books?" he asked. Lily laughed quietly. "Very much." "And you?" Ethan lifted his camera slightly. "I like moments." Lily looked confused for a second. "Moments?" Ethan nodded. "Beautiful moments people don't notice." For some reason, that answer made Lily smile again. Their conversation started simply. Books, coffee, photography, the ocean. Small things, but strangely, talking to each other felt easy, comfortable, natural, like two people who already understood each other somehow. The cafe slowly became quieter around them, but neither of them noticed the time passing, because sometimes the right conversation feels completely effortless. After leaving the cafe, they walked near the beach together slowly. The ocean waves moved softly beside them. Warm wind touched their faces. People passed by laughing and smiling. But for Ethan and Lily, it felt like only the two of them existed. Lily noticed something special about Ethan. He listened carefully when she spoke. Not pretending, not distracted, really listening. And Ethan noticed something special too. Lily's smile felt warm and honest. Not fake, not forced, just real. As they walked, Ethan suddenly stopped. The sunlight reflected beautifully on the ocean. Without thinking, he lifted his camera slightly. "Can I take a picture of you?" he asked softly. Lily looked shy immediately. "Why?" Ethan smiled gently. "Because this moment looks beautiful." Lily laughed quietly, then slowly nodded. Click. That picture would later become Ethan's favorite photograph, not because it was perfect, but because it captured the exact moment his heart started falling in love. After that beautiful morning, Lily returned home quietly, but her heart felt different, warmer, lighter somehow. She placed her bag near the door and slowly sat beside her window. The afternoon sunlight entered her room softly, but instead of reading her book like usual, she kept thinking about Ethan, his smile, his calm voice, the way he listened carefully when she spoke, and strangely, the simple conversation they shared continued replaying in her mind. At the same time, Ethan sat inside his apartment, looking through the photos on his camera. Beautiful streets, ocean waves, morning sunlight. Then finally, Lily's photo appeared on the screen. For a moment, Ethan stared at it silently. The photo was simple, but her smile looked peaceful and real. And somehow, that picture made his heart feel calm. Ethan smiled quietly to himself. That evening, he could not focus on anything else. Not work, not editing photos, not even music, because deep inside, he already knew something important. Meeting Lily was not just another ordinary moment. The next Sunday morning, Lily returned to the same cafe again. Honestly, part of her hoped she would see Ethan there, but she tried not to think about it too much. Still, when she entered the cafe, her eyes immediately searched the room quietly, and suddenly, she saw him. Ethan sat near the corner table, holding a camera and smiling softly at her. Lily's heart immediately beat faster. "You came back," Ethan said warmly. Lily laughed shyly. "So did you." That morning felt even more comfortable than before. No nervous silence, no awkwardness, just two people, slowly enjoying each other's company. They talked for hours again. This time, their conversations became deeper. Dreams, childhood memories, fears, loneliness, life. Lily admitted something quietly. "Sometimes I feel lost." Ethan looked at her gently. "I think everyone feels that way sometimes." Then he added softly, "But maybe life feels less scary when you meet the right person." Lily looked down immediately, trying to hide her smile, because those words touched her heart deeply. Outside the cafe, rain started falling slowly. Soft rain, peaceful rain, the kind of rain that makes the world feel quiet and emotional. And somehow, that rainy morning became one of the happiest moments of Lily's life. Weeks passed gently. Lily and Ethan continued meeting often, sometimes at the cafe, sometimes near the beach, sometimes walking through quiet streets at night. And little by little, their connection became stronger. Ethan always noticed small things about Lily. When she felt tired, when she felt nervous, when she smiled honestly. And Lily noticed small things too. Ethan always carried warmth inside him, even on difficult days, even when he looked tired himself. One evening, they sat together near the ocean watching the sunset. The sky looked orange and pink. Soft wind moved through Lily's hair gently. Everything felt calm and beautiful. Then, suddenly, Lily asked quietly, "Why do you like taking photos so much?" Ethan thought for a moment. Then he answered softly, "Because moments disappear too fast. I want to remember beautiful things." Lily looked at him silently, and at that moment, she realized something powerful. Ethan was becoming one of her beautiful moments too, the kind of person she never wanted to lose. And slowly, without dramatic words, without anyone saying it directly yet, they started falling in love. One night, Ethan invited Lily to the beach where they first walked together. The ocean looked peaceful under the moonlight. Small waves touched the sand softly. The world felt quiet around them. Ethan looked nervous, strangely, very nervous. Lily smiled softly. "What happened?" she asked. Ethan laughed quietly. "I'm trying to find the right words." They stood together silently for a moment. Then Ethan looked at her carefully and said, "Before meeting you, my life felt normal. Not bad, but empty somehow." Lily listened quietly. Ethan continued softly. "But after that morning at the cafe, everything started feeling warmer, happier, lighter." Then he smiled gently and whispered, "I think I found someone very special." Lily's eyes slowly filled with tears. Not sad tears, emotional tears, because deep inside, she felt the exact same way. She stepped closer to him slowly, then finally whispered, "I think I found you too." At that moment, under the soft moonlight beside the ocean, two lonely hearts, I finally stopped feeling alone, and somehow the world suddenly felt softer, warmer, and more beautiful than before. So, this is Lily and Ethan's story. A simple love story between two ordinary people who met on a beautiful day. No perfect timing, no dramatic destiny, just two hearts finding comfort in each other slowly. And maybe that is what real love truly feels like. Not loud, not perfect, but peaceful, safe, warm. Maybe somewhere in this world, someone is also searching for you quietly. Someone who will understand your silence, your fears, your heart. And maybe one day, when you least expect it, your eyes will meet theirs too. Then suddenly, an ordinary day will become one of the most important days of your life. Because sometimes love begins very softly, but changes everything forever. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next story.